Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching. I am Waleuska Lazo. I am the founder of the Gratitude Experiment and the FMTG course. And I have with me Eva Smerek, has been a loyal supporter of FMTG. And she's here to give us a testimonial and to share a little bit of her story, how she came across FMTG, why she decided to adopt this method to help her heal her life, and what it's doing for her today. Thank you for being here.
Hi, thanks for having me. Well, it was about 1 month into the pandemic. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer. And on top of everything with the pandemic, the stress alone on that, with the new diagnosis, it was very stressful. I didn't handle the stress very well.
I can imagine.
It was then a friend of mine, Swati, who you know very well, referred me to the FMTG experiment. And I just took it from there. Initially, it was, it was difficult in the beginning, getting just the daily practice. But then eventually I just opened my mind more to the fact that I needed to do this every day in order to really feel the benefits.
And when you joined it, what were you hoping to get?
Just, an overall feeling of just, I guess I just wanted to change my outlook. I felt like I was focusing too much on the negative, although the cancer was obviously a devastating news and no one wants to deal with that. I knew that I still needed to focus. I needed to change my thoughts. I needed to change my thinking in order to truly heal myself. Mm-hmm. I just didn't know how to do that. And it was through your practice and through FMTG that I was able to really understand how to do that.
And what specifically, if for the people that are watching and for the benefit of those who don't really know FMTG, what specifically happened in your day-to-day that you began to change, to even become aware that there was a shift happening in your life?
I just noticed that I wasn't focusing so much on the negative. I was overall just had a happier way about myself. I just felt more at peace. I didn't dwell so much on the negative. I looked at the lesson within the negative. It didn't happen right away. It took practice, right? Yes. But a few months in, actually it did. Initially, there was a change right away, but for the real change, it took a few months.
Of consistent practice.
Yes. Yeah. And now I go a day without practicing, gratitude and practicing my meditation in the morning, because I notice a difference when I forget a few days of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. Yeah.
That's beautiful. And I think, especially for you, one of the important things is to look at the illness, right? That our body is manifesting, and to know that we caused that. We brought it onto our lives. And that's a very big blow for people to accept responsibility.
That was,
whatever's happening to us is coming. Like right now, I have we were talking offline about my neck and my lower back and how painful it is. And that's a call. That's my body calling and telling me there is something right now in my life out of alignment, and I have to take responsibility and go within to see emotionally what is causing that in my body, right? So if you think about my spine, that's my support system, right? So something in my support at home, in my relationships, is not strong.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So it manifests on your back. So you always have to, that's what FMTG has taught me the most, to go within, to find the answers, and to know that we have the power to also heal our bodies. We can make our bodies sick, but we can also heal them through our thoughts and the way we look at the world. And I think you're finding that a little bit. You were saying something about you have become more aware of your subconscious thoughts.
I had no idea how much your subconscious thoughts really will affect your health.
Yes.
You know, and it's just amazing that once you change those and it takes work. It's a lot of work. And you've helped me learn how to do that. And but it took work, and through that work, I realized, wait a minute, my subconscious thoughts really are manifesting an illness that I didn't want within, right? And changing those thoughts slowly over time, you can feel your body healing.
Absolutely, because that is the poison, that we keep adding to our bodies, the stress, the negativity. We keep attracting more of the same thing. So
it's difficult, but you just catch yourself doing it, and then you have to reframe your thoughts. And it takes practice. And
I think the difficult part is that they're unconscious thoughts.
That too,
right? So you have to train yourselves on how to listen to what is not obvious to us. We go through our day thinking 75,000 thoughts, and we may be aware of a fraction of those. The rest is just happening in the background. And what is happening in that background is what's feeding our spirit, our health, our body, our mind, right? So it takes practice, and no one said it was going to be easy, but that is where the work is, becoming aware of those thoughts, of those unconscious behaviors, or unconscious decisions. So, I'm very proud of you, because this is not easy, and you keep going. I also purchased your book.
This was, and I think I'm going to read it again. So, it's a process. It's a journey. I'm not finished with this journey. It doesn't just stop now. I continue to learn more and more.
Yes, exactly. We're never, we never arrive at any place. So for people to think that if they go into a spiritual path and they're learning these things that, and then they stop, it's detrimental, because every day is a brand new day. Every day is a clean slate, and you have to keep going. You have to, because we keep changing, right? So we never fully evolved. We're constantly evolving. So this work is forever. FMTG becomes part of your life.
And there'll always be lessons to learn, and ups and downs that you have to go back to the same, working on those subconscious thoughts all the time. It never ends. And
beautiful. And if someone was watching and they were on the fence about this crazy thing called the gratitude experiment, what would you tell them? Why should they give 28 days of their life to try this?
There's so many different ways to work on yourself through exercising or eating healthy, and you want to implement all of that, right? But really focus the FMTG. Just give it a try. I mean, try it. It may not be for everyone, but I think the majority of people would really benefit from this. And, it helps you realize what your thoughts are really doing to your insides. And and it's great to have the support of yourself and everyone within.
Yes, I agree. Yes.
Absolutely.
And for those of you watching, FMTG is a system that requires you to spend 5 minutes in concentrated, meditative gratitude for various layers of your life. And is the 5 minutes enough to change your life? Well, no, it's the cumulative effect that it has when you do this day in, day out, because by practicing gratitude first thing in the morning, what you're doing is you're priming your body to get younger, to get smarter, to get healthier. And I mean, who wouldn't want that? And that is the key to life. We wake up and the first thing we think about unconsciously is all the stuff that we need to do for the day. So stress becomes the first thing that you feeding your body with? Well, let's reverse it, and let's have gratitude, appreciation, compassion, love be the first thing that we feed our bodies.
Yeah, and it's not a matter of, and even just practicing it isn't enough. I feel you need to really believe it and live by it. And it doesn't happen right away, but
you're right. So, people are at different, when people come into FMTG, there are different points in their evolution. And for some, it's like they're ready and it just shifts right away. That was the case for me. I came to a point where that was my personal calling for evolution. And then there's others that takes them a few months. Yeah. But what I hear consistently is that once you embrace it, once you get it, once you allow it to penetrate your life, it becomes part of your DNA. And that is, I guess that is my mission in life, to have every person adopt the habit of gratitude in their life.
Yeah, I think it's
regardless
important.
Of what is happening.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially during the, you think maybe during only the stressful moments you may need it. No, you need it good and bad moments.
Yes, absolutely.
Every day, whether life is good, whether life is not so great, it's still something you need to do daily. Beautiful. 5 minutes, 5 minutes.
That's all. 5 minutes every day of your life, it will get you to a place where you will experience a lot more peace and joy. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Eva, for doing this.
Thank you.
And hopefully people watching, you can learn from Eva's experience. And we would love to have you take an FMTG course. You can go to fmtg.us on your browser to find out when the next class is going to take place. And I hope to see you there. Thank you.
Thanks.